Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Tiger News. We hope you all had a great break. My name is Still Keaton.
And I'm still Dilo. So Keaton, how's your winter break?
You know, it wasn't too bad. I went to B-Dubs. That was pretty
That's
nice.
pretty awesome.
That was about it. How about you?
I hung out with my mom. I saw my sister and her husband. It was a nice time. What about you,
Sick.
Alex?
I went to Florida. That's pretty much it. Yeah, Florida was nice and warm.
Is that where you were gone for
Yeah,
break?
that's why I missed the last show.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
I missed the last show because I didn't go to school. We're going to be hanging off the sports for Alex. Alex for sports.
Thanks, guys. I'm excited for today's show. Start things off. The athlete of the week this week is Kyle Herntzer. A little bit about Kyle. After graduation, Kyle plans to attend Upper Iowa University to study accounting, while also playing baseball and basketball. When we asked him about what he likes most about his sport, he stated, the thing I like most about basketball is being able to compete at a high level with my teammates, accomplishing goals and winning as a team with some of the best friends I've made over the years. It makes it so much thrilling and joyful. In other sports news, boys basketball traveled to Minnetonka High School on Thursday, December 23rd. Farmington ended up losing the game, 86-93. Farmington played Apple Valley last night. The Eagles were looking to sort of win, but the Tigers obliterated them by a score of 86-44. Baden Beat led the Tigers with 17 points. That moves the Tigers to a 5-4 record overall. The team's 2-0 record in the South Suburban Conference puts them tied for first place. Next up, the Tigers go on the road versus Rosemont tomorrow night. Good luck, boys. Girls basketball traveled to Burnsville High School on Tuesday, December 21st for a matchup with the Blaze. Farmington lost the game 57-62. Boys hockey hosted Rosemont on Tuesday, December 21st at Smiths Mackey Arena. The Tigers lost the game 4-2. Boys hockey traveled to Rochester Graham Arena for a game with the male Spartans. Farmington lost the game 0-3. Girls gymnastics traveled to Eastview High School for an SSC duel with Apple Valley and Eastview on Tuesday, December 21st. The Tigers came home with a win. The wrestling team traveled to Rogers, Minnesota for the Rogers Holiday Madness Tournament, December 29th to the 30th. The Tigers had a really good tournament and showed some huge improvements. The varsity team took 6th place out of 30 teams with a score of 139. That's truly impressive. Since the Tigers had 4 open weights, and that's all for today's sports. One other thing, if you guys have any news or any sports clips that you'd like to share with FHS, send us a message and we'll get them on the air.
The weather this morning was frightful. Let's see how it is for the rest of the week. Jace?
Hey guys, I'm Jace, and unfortunately we can't find Katrina after playing hide and seek, so I'm going to have to replace her for now. So let's get to the weather here. Now today we have a high of 13 and a low of -6. Hopefully it won't get too cold by then. And now tomorrow we have a high of -2 and a low of -17, which doesn't sound very nice to me. I don't know about you guys. And on Friday we have a high of, I believe, -3, I think. I can't really read that from here. And a low of 0. That doesn't make sense, does it? Well, anyways, back to you guys at the desk.
Now we're sending to an interview with Alex with the wrestling captains.
Sounds awesome.
All right, thanks, guys. So I'm here with the wrestling captains, or I should say leaders. Guys, say your names.
Tanner Olson.
Dylan Olson.
Sweet, it's good to have you guys. I got a few questions for you guys. So, how's the season been going for you guys? I see you guys are doing really good. So,
It's been going pretty well. This year so far, we've only had tournaments, individual tournaments, and all of our duels have been canceled, which has been unfortunate. But we'll have our first duel on Friday against our first double duel against Egan and Lakeville North on Friday.
Yeah.
you go.
All right. I think we've been doing pretty good. Like Tanner said, most of our matches have been canceled due to like sickness and weather. So that's kind of sad, but it's just starting. So.
That's sweet though. That's good. So another question? What inspires you guys to be a wrestler?
What inspires me to be a wrestler is that my stepdad finally got me to join in 6th grade, but I ended up quitting 2 weeks into the season. And then I rejoined in 8th grade, and it was the best decision that I ever made. Made me a better football player and a better person as well.
I'd probably say my family, because I've just been around wrestling my whole life. My dad's a coach, so I mean, yeah, probably my dad.
Yeah, some good reasons though. That's sweet. When you're facing an opponent on the mat, what's the first thing that goes through your head?
The one thing that our coaches tell us is that don't think, just do it, and I've always gone off of that through my 4 seasons of high school wrestling.
Yeah, kind of what he said. I don't really pay attention to my opponent because it's better if I don't know who I'm wrestling and I just go out there and do my stuff.
That's sweet. Good stuff. Good stuff. So, how do you prepare for a wrestling match? Like, what do you do to get ready?
Well, after weigh-ins, you gotta eat and drink after making weight, and but before matches, you gotta turn on the headphones, listen to some rap or whatever kind of music you like to listening to.
Yeah, I just I toss the beats on, play Dreams and Nightmares before I go out there. It just gets me all hyped up. So.
Sweet. Is there any part of that song that you like doing?
I start at 40 seconds. Gets me the good beat drop part. So.
For sure. All right. What's your go-to meal, like before or after a match?
Well, before I usually have like a wrap or a sandwich that has like ham or lettuce in it as well as an apple or a orange or a banana, and usually some kind of body armor or just water.
I don't really eat much during wrestling matches, but what I do eat is fruit snacks, Gushers, and then a little bit of Mio for some caffeine. Get me going.
Jeez, that sounds nice. All right. This is kind of weird, Chris. You guys have any hidden talents? Either of you?
But not to brag, I can do a standing backflip, but I would show up, but there's not enough room.
I got no hidden talents.
No?
No.
I know you can get a clean gritty. I know that.
Yeah, I can hit it clean gritty. Yeah.
That's what's up. All right. So put you guys on the spot real quick. So let's say you put Heron and Coach Olson on a mat. Who's winning?
I got Olson in like 5 seconds. Heron just doesn't stand a chance out there. I mean, Coach Olson went to Augsburg. I don't know where Heron went, but I got Coach Olson all the way.
Wow. What do you got? You got Tanner?
Oh, I got Coach Olson for sure. He can kick my butt, but I don't think Heron could.
Oh, I feel like this is a bad question, but thanks, guys. Good luck with your season, and back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Alex. Remember when we went to the cafeteria and asked people questions? People seemed to like that, so we gave it another go. After that awesome interview, you're gonna wanna watch this, and then there's gonna be another interview after that with Hamilton.
All right, I'm going to ask you one of the 3 questions from this paper here. And my question for you is, how did you celebrate the New Year?
I just kind of hung around, didn't really do a whole lot.
What was your biggest goal for 2022?
2022, probably to work hard and buy a nice truck.
How did you celebrate New Year's?
Hung out with friends that I haven't seen for a long time, went to a hot tub party, and then watched Marvel movies.
All right, that's awesome. Thank you. What did you do over break?
Yes.
All right, sounds great. What is your biggest goal for 2022?
Better grades.
What did you do over break?
Nothing. I worked.
How did you celebrate New Year?
I celebrated New Year's with my family and we stayed up till midnight.
I babysat 3 kids.
And the first one is, what is your biggest goal of 2022? How did you celebrate New Year?
Oh, I just talked to people, like my friends.
The second one is, how did you celebrate New Year?
I went to see some family in South Dakota.
All right, and what did you do over break?
Went to go see some family in South Dakota.
What was your biggest goal for 2022? What was your biggest goal in 2022?
I don't know.
All right, how did you celebrate New Year?
I went to a party.
Okay, and the last one is, what did you do over break?
I went to a lot of parties.
What is your biggest goal for 2022?
To eat spicy chicken sandwiches.
All right, how did you celebrate New Year?
My family came over and we sung karaoke.
All right, and what did you do over break?
New Year's.
What is your biggest goal for 2022?
Get stronger. Stay consistent in the gym.
All right, and how did you celebrate the New Year?
Hang out with friends.
All right, and what did you do over break?
Hang out with family, friends. I was sick.
Guys, the first one is, what is your biggest goal for 2022?
Get good grades. Just meeting new people.
How did you celebrate the new year?
Had a sleepover.
I had a sleepover.
All right. What did you do over break?
Tried to get my cough away.
I hung out with friends.
What is your biggest goal for 2022?
To get good grades and be a good person. Probably just to get good grades.
All right. And how did you celebrate the new year?
I celebrated with friends at a friend's house. Yep, I had a friend over, so.
All right. What did you do over break?
I slept and hung out with friends and family. Yeah, I did the exact same thing.
And what is your biggest goal for 2022?
My top goal is probably be top listener to Playboy Cardi on Spotify.
Mine's probably just for Cardi to drop an album.
Standing by in our studio, we have Mr. Mariska and Mr. Piper to tell us about a new opportunity for you to take in the next year. It's the new Hamilton class.
Hey everyone, it's Mr. Mariska here.
Mr. Piper.
And we wanted to talk a little bit today about a class that many of you maybe don't know about. It's a totally new class to Farmington High School this year, and it's called Hamilton History and Music.
Yeah. It's a co-taught class between myself and Mr. Mariska. So you're basically taking it for a social studies or a music credit, whatever you'd like. But through Hamilton, through the medium of Hamilton, we're learning about stuff that happened in history. And then you've got two dorks in the room. You've got a history dork and you've got a music dork in the room, covering both aspects. So I think it makes for an awesome synergy, and it's one of my favorite parts of the day.
Yeah, it's definitely a highlight of the day for me as well. And some of you who are watching right now are probably thinking to yourself, what the heck is Hamilton to begin with? And then there's other people who are watching right now who are super into it. And what Hamilton is it's a Broadway musical that premiered in New York about 6 years ago. And it's all about the actual life and times of Alexander Hamilton and other contemporary revolutionaries like George Washington and Aaron Burr.
Mm-hmm. There's not a whole lot of high schools that will allow something like this to happen, where you're able to study across the curricular, content-wise, and I'm just so thankful at Farmington that we're able to do stuff like this, and this is just one of those things I'm really thankful for. So
yeah, and I want to say that it was super cool when Piper came to me a year and a half ago and said, hey, have you ever thought about suggesting a class all about Hamilton? And I thought to myself, well, no, I actually had never really thought about that, but how cool would it be? And as a result of that and the fact that we team teach the class, students who register for this class, and we're going to offer it again next year, is that you can receive either social studies credits for the class or you can get fine arts credit for the class. And it's just a single trimester class, so it's easy for students to fit in their schedule if they have any interest at all in the music aspect of Hamilton, or if you're really into history and social studies.
Yeah, I truly think it would really enhance, somebody that was taking like AP U.S. history, you would really get to know the colonial era. You'd really get to know the American Revolution and the foundations of American government. So, I mean, if you were to take this in conjunction with civics or with a U.S. history class, I think it's only going to enhance what you're doing there. And what a fun medium to learn about something that happened in history via hip hop and rap and stuff. So.
And it is true, we do kind of geek out. Not only is it a natural complement to taking a class like band or choir, or students who are maybe in the fall musical or something like that, but there was a student who walked by the other day and just our door was open, and we invited her in, sat down, and didn't even know what the class was. And it was a student that I know because she's in band, and afterwards was like, what class even is this? And I'm like, Hamilton, the class. So I know that a lot of students out there maybe don't know about it. And with the registration season coming up here in a few weeks, it's a class that we wanted more people to know about. And if you're interested at all, you don't have to be an expert. In fact, you don't even have to know anything about it.
We've got kids all over the board there, yeah. Like you said, some kids know it better than us. We've got some kids that are experiencing it for the first time. So either way, I think it's going to be advantageous for people to take. So
yeah, and you'll have an opportunity to find Hamilton History and Music in the registration guide when it comes out, when the registration season starts here in a couple weeks. And also, I don't believe the date has been set yet, but I believe there's a plan to have a registration fair, sort of like we have the activities fair each trimester, where you can learn about not only this class, but lots of other really cool classes that other teachers are teaching here at the high school.
Yeah. So if you have any questions about it, don't be afraid to reach out to Mr. Mariska or myself. Looking forward to see how many kids register for Hamilton this coming year.
Yeah, let's make it one of the best classes here at FHS. And with that, we're going to toss things back to the desk.
Thanks, guys. That's some interesting stuff, not going to lie. So the oldest living person, Kane Tanaka, turned, does it say 109? That's 119 years of age just this last Sunday. For her birthday, she got a custom-made Coca-Cola bottle from Coca-Cola with her name and age on it. She has been drinking Coke for over 100 years. Tanaka would have been the oldest person to carry the Olympic torch but in the Olympics, but backed out due to the spread of coronavirus not being contained. She was born in 1903 in Fukuoka, Japan, and at the age of 19 married a rice shop owner, where she took that as the family business and worked in the shop until she was 103. She lived through many historical events such as 2 world wars, the Spanish flu, 49 Summer and Winter Olympics, COVID, many assassinations, and the evolution of computers and phones. Her family keeps her mind engaged, such as doing math and staying curious. John Madden only lived until 85, and Betty White couldn't make it past a level 100. But still, that's very old. The average lifetime for people in the U.S. is about 78 years old. Now we have a unique segment for you made by our audio guy, Will.
Troy, what's going on? Troy! Look at this mess you made! What is wrong with you? Oh, darn, Troy! You're right, Troy. This table was used anyways. I guess I forgive you. Just try not to be so crazy next time. Whoa! Troy, you're really strong, dude.
It's kind of funny, not gonna lie. Have you ever seen some trends on TikTok and wanted to recreate them but didn't know how? Landon Miller has the answer for you with this editing tutorial. Let's learn.
Hello FHS. Today I'm going to show you how to edit a feeling video. If you don't know what I'm talking about, here's one that I'm going to show you how to make.
Feel it, I feel it. Go ahead, boy. I feel it, I feel it coming.
Let's get started. First, you're going to need some tools. CapCut and Premiere Pro. So, opening CapCut, you're going to click on the photo that you want to turn into this video. You're going to click on Style and 3D Zoom Pro. Once that's done, you should have a video that has the 3D Zoom Pro effect. When the video looks good, click the top right to export. Now into Premiere Pro. All I did here was open up my background footage and put in the video I made in CapCut. Now what we're going to do is we're going to find the point in the video where D-Lo is looking at the camera similar to the CapCut footage. You're going to cut, and you're going to put the CapCut footage above it and take out the original video. Now we're going to export the frame. What this is going to do is it's going to add a background to the CapCut footage and give the video an all-around pop. Make sure the photo duration fits the CapCut footage duration. Next we're going to shrink down the CapCut footage so you can see a little bit of the background. Now we're going to go find the effect called the camera blur. So you're going to go to Effects, Video Effects, Blur, Camera Blur. Drag the camera blur onto the photo. Now you're going to change the camera blur You don't want it to be too blurry, but you want there to be some blur. That looks pretty good. Now we're going to sync up the background to look like the CapCut footage to get a cool effect to it. So with the 3D zoom, what it does is it goes fast, stops, and it begins to slow down. So consider this while you're editing. Once that's finished, you should have this. So messing with the speed to fit the video length. And syncing up the song to actually fit the 3 seconds. Your finished project should look like this.
Feel it, I feel it. Go ahead, boy. I feel it, I feel it coming in.
Thanks, Landon. I really am Carl Zeus. An asteroid over 1,000 feet passed through Earth's orbit last week, and at the same time as it's now no longer anticipated to hit our planet. It's far envisioned to be well worth nearly $5 billion. The asteroid 4660 nearest, located in 1982, is assessed to be an mobility unsafe asteroid through NASA because of its length and the way near it processes Earth. At about 1,083 feet, it's 20 feet taller than the Eiffel Tower, and there are much less than 10,000 near-Earth items that are equal to length or larger than the 4660 nearest, in line with NASA. The asteroid EarthSky Reviews travels through an area at around 14,719 miles per hour, orbits the solar system each 664 days and approximately as soon as a decade. It receives rather near Earth, however. However, the asteroid will come the nearest it's ever been to Earth since its discovery. Remember when we were in the cafeteria earlier asking people questions about the break? Well, we filmed so much that we have a part 2, so here it is.
Alright, my name's Alex Ratchuk. I'm here with
Riley. Valerie.
Alright, I got a few questions for you guys. What's your biggest goal for 2022?
To start weightlifting and getting strong. Yeah, to work out more.
Alright, I'm here with
Bryce.
And I got a question for you. So what's your biggest goal for 2022?
To start getting more healthy, like getting more fit. So I plan on working out more and like lifting weights. Yeah.
That's sweet. That's nice. Thanks for talking.
Shelby. Lizzie.
All right, I got a few questions for you guys. How did you guys celebrate New Year's?
I slept a lot.
Slept a lot?
I hung out with friends.
Friends? All right. Second question is, what did you guys end up doing over break?
I slept every day and hung out with my friends every day.
Wow.
I worked out and went to work.
Where do you work?
Ivy.
Ivy? Sweet.
Rod.
Tiffany. Tenley.
And I got a few questions for you guys. All right, so Rod, what's your biggest goal for 2022?
I mainly just want to get better at Fortnite.
That's a great goal. Tiffany, how did you celebrate New Year's?
I partied with my friends.
That's sweet, that's sweet. Tanley, what did you end up doing over this long break?
Hung out with my friends.
Sweet, thanks guys. All right, my name's Alex Ratchak. I'm here with
Connor Hennon.
Sweet, so what did you do over this long break?
Hung out with my friends and played Fortnite.
That's sick, that's exactly what I did. All right, thanks, Doug. All right, I'm Alex Ratchak, and I'm here with
Kyle Hernser.
All right, so what was the favorite thing you did over your break?
My favorite thing I did over break was probably go watch Sing 2 with the boys.
That's what's up. I played Fortnite. That's what's up. Thanks, Doug. How did you celebrate New Year's?
We hung out with some friends.
Friends?
Yeah,
Both
we
you
did.
guys?
Yeah. We had fun.
That's it? All right, sweet, sweet. What did you guys do over break? Anything fun?
Hung out with my friends. Hung out with my friends and started working out.
That's sick.
I went to my grandma's.
Oh, went to your grandma's? That's sick. Thanks, guys.
Megan. Ella. Abby.
All right, I got a few questions. So what's your biggest goal for 2022?
To do well in school.
All right, perfect. How did you celebrate New Year's?
I celebrated with long distance friends.
Perfect. What did you do over break?
I went to Florida.
Sweet, thanks guys. All right, my name's Alex and I'm here with
Justin.
And I got some question for you. So what did you do over your long break?
I didn't really do much. All I did was like apply to a college and then, relax. I also read a book, Monster, about Walter Dean Myers.
How was the book?
I only barely started it. It was pretty good.
Oh, for real? That's sick. Well, thanks, Doug. What's your biggest goal for 2022?
Better grades and less Netflix.
How about you?
Better grades and going to school.
Sweet, thanks, guys.
It's good stuff. So the legendary Oakland Raiders coach and NFL sportscaster that also had one of the most successful video game franchises of all time named after him, John Madden, died at the age of 85 years old on December 28th. He was considered to be one of the greatest coaches of all time, winning nearly 76% of his games he coached in 10 seasons. That included 1 Super Bowl championship. After retiring from coaching, he was undoubtedly the greatest NFL color analyst of all time. There will never be anyone like him.
Also, world-famous actress and comedian Betty White died at 99 years old on December 31st, just weeks before her 100th birthday, on January 17th. The versatile actress had a career that spanned 7 decades. She was best known for her role as Sue Ann Nivens on the 1970s Mary Tyler Moore Show. White was also a voice actor with roles in the animated film Ponyo, where she played Yoshi, and most recently Toy Story 4, where she voiced Betty White. Bitey White, same thing. She posted on Twitter just 3 days prior to her passing about how very excited she was for her 100th birthday. To many people in Hollywood, she was an ageless wonder. To me, she didn't look 99 years old.
For those of you who know our custodian, Colleen O'Hara, we are sad to inform you that she has also passed away this last weekend. She worked as a custodian in our district for 32 years. She will truly be missed.
Before we go to announcements, we have a BPA now, you know?
Before we go, we have some announcements.
All right.
BPA announcement.
Yeah, you know? All right. Just a reminder, every 3 weeks is a no flex week, such as this week, because teachers posted grades every 3 weeks. Teachers post grades, and in those weeks, nobody can flex. So currently, it is week 4, and the only other weeks you can't flex during TC are weeks 7 and 10. Also, one quick announcement for the 9th grade students. The link leaders will be coming to your TC classrooms this Friday, January 7th.
So we have this thing called intramural basketball, and you might be wondering who can register. And I'll tell you, anyone can register with the team or by yourself. Teams of 6 to 10 people. Basketball. There are 2 basketball games a night. 4 weeks of regular season. 2 weeks of playoffs. Games will be on Wednesday nights. Times may vary because of sports, but a schedule will be posted. It is located in the main gym at the Farmington High School registration. Register through Community Ed. Registration will be $20 per person.
I heard we're going to be sending it over to BPA, so go on with that.
Hey everyone, I'm Michael with the Farmington BPA, and I'm here to announce the winner of the pizza party. The TC that brought in the most goods and won their very own pizza party is Miss Stout. Congratulations, guys. A nice job.
So yeah, that's all that we have for you today. And so I guess we'll leave you with this.
3,
2,
2,
1.
Have a great Tiger Day. Woo. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we did it. You can cut the cameras now.
Yeah, we're done.
Thank you.